Hi everyone, this is Lila. Say hi, Lila. And today we are going to do a video on changing out a Gtube button. Lila's not very happy because she doesn't want to get it changed out. The reason I wanted to do this video is because lots of people have asked me what a Gtube looks like, and I find it hard to describe, and so today we are going to do a visual. So this is the AMT Mini 1 button. And so we are going to put this in today. You need to switch them out generally about every 6 months. Lila's has been in a lot longer than 6 months. It's actually been closer to a year because this was on back order and we were desperately waiting for it. And we have to special order it because I don't use the ones that the health authority offers us because they just are not good quality in my opinion. Depending on what area people live in, most areas require a patient to actually go to the hospital to have it changed out. Typically a surgeon will do it, but here where we live, when your child gets an NG tube or a G tube or any sort of feeding tube, the hospital staff actually trains the parents on how to, or the caregivers, on how to replace a tube. And I think it's a fantastic approach. I think it's a great way to manage our limited and finite resources when it comes to healthcare. So I actually know how to change this out, and it's actually pretty simple, and I'm grateful that we don't have to go to the hospital to do that. So first I'll start by removing her tubey pad. This is a tube cover, and it just helps her skin stay intact and not irritated. So the button, this right here, will turn into a balloon. So we inflate it by putting water into it. I could actually put air into it just to show everyone. And this actually goes into her stomach, and this is what prevents it from popping out. When she had her surgery, they sewed the lining of her stomach to like the outside here, so she essentially has like a tunnel into her stomach. So this sits underneath the skin, it's okay, in her stomach, and that's what prevents it from coming out. The reason these need to be switched out is that this deteriorates over time because of the stomach acid. Another thing I wanted to point out is that I am doing this in the morning before she's had any feeds, and I did that strategically because if she has had any feeds and this was to come out, stomach contents would pour out, and that is not a good thing. So to prepare, we need to use some lubrication so that it slides in nicely and it's less painful for her. So we'll get that lubricated, and I'll have that there ready to go. I'm also going to have some gauze ready because just in case there's anything that comes out, but there won't be. So this is slightly painful for Lila, so we're just going to do it quickly. So I'm going to pull the water out of the balloon that's in her right now. So that's all there is. I know, baby, hold on. Okay, and we're gonna pop this out. Ooh. So that is a hole that goes straight into her stomach, if you can see there. And here is the old button, and you can see it's discolored from the stomach acid, so we're gonna put that off to the side. These buttons generally hold about 5 mils of water, but I'm gonna base it on how tight it is, you'll see. So I have my lubricated new one. And all we're gonna do is we're just gonna pop it in. There, all done. Now we're gonna put in water, and I'm gonna test it. See, balance 4 mils, this one says. I'm gonna just test it based on how much water we have. So we'll go to 4. Okay, now I'm gonna see how tight it is. So one thing that our surgeon got completely wrong and completely misled us on, and don't ask me how, he's the professional, but all you should be able to fit in between the stomach, like the skin, and the button is about 1 dime. So, you know, a couple millimeters is all the distance that should be in between it. Essentially a 2B pad. If there's any more, they will leak. So I'm just gonna test this here. I think that looks pretty perfect. I think I can add a little bit more actually, so I'm just gonna add probably just half a mil more. And that, I think, is good. So we'll put her tube pad on. And now we can start using this new button. That is all done.